Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tenzan, 1/3 of the SOS podcast. And yeah, man, I'm feeling good. Had a little day off of work here. It was pre-planned, didn't call out. I didn't do the I got the fucking plague. I can't come in. No, I didn't hit him with that number. I was actually lucky enough to call out. I do a little I work the elections like on the back end. So if I know in advance that I have like a shift of that coming up, I try to schedule an off day the day after, just because ain't no telling how late those things can go. I remember one time when I started going, that shit lasted to like two something, and I remember I still had to go to work the next day. So yeah, man, it'd be rough out here. But anywho, I'm excited. MomoCon's coming up, so I think that's the. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were already in con season. I don't know. I guess. What the fuck is even con season? Because I swear they have a con like I don't know. Every day you see somebody. I was just at this con. I was like, well, I never even heard of that convention. But I guess I usually say, it's the beginning of con season because MomoCon. That's like the main one I go to like every year because it's convenient. It's right downtown. I just go for a Saturday. But this year I'm actually cosplaying. It'll be the second time I ever cosplayed at MomoCon ever. So it'll be great. I'm gonna be Terry Bogard. I got the fucking vest. I got the fucking cap. Hopefully the fingerless gloves come in on time. That's what I'm waiting on. I've been lacking, man. I mean, I got the main ingredients of the costume. It's not hard, all right. It's just a vest and a hat for the most part. Oh, and I got the hair, so yes, sir. Like I know the lady who does my locks, Keisha, she was like, "Hey, I'm doing a deal." I'm like, "Yeah, I have to hit you up after MomoCon because right now my hair is already in costume, so no need to change anything." But yeah, like I said, hopefully the fingerless gloves come in. But I have to say, like cons. Let's see what are the cons I've been to so far. I've been to MomoCon a lot, Dragon Con, and I've been to AWA. Was there any other cons I've been to? I don't think so. I mean, now there was this. It was like this. Well, technically, the Revival of Reason. I've been to that. That's like atheism related, which I'll be going to again and performing at again. So yeah, that's gonna be a blast. But yeah, I don't think I believe me and my little brother stumbled upon the convention when we were at the mall up in Pittsburgh. It was like they were just like trading like sports cards, like like baseball cards, cards with football players on them, like just different kind of sports related trading cards. And I think they had like different like sports memorabilias as well, but I think it was mainly trading cards. If he hops on, I'll have to ask him for more detail of what that was. And yeah, B has also been to well, he's actually been to Comic Con over in California, so hopefully he definitely comes on and shares that experience. um, but no, I remember my first MomoCon ever. Me and my buddy Marvis, he was a guest on this show really early on. Yeah, we decided to just go, and we went the whole 4 days. Because back then the whole 4 days was $80. Now that's a Saturday. It's grown a lot. Back when I first started going, it was just the Omni Hotel. But apparently, when it really first started, which I want to say, what was it? Was it 2004 or five, or maybe earlier than that? But it was just a Georgia Tech thing, and now it's like you know big enough to be at the Georgia World Congress Center as well as the Omni. So it's grown massive. It's got a lot of attendees. You get to see like the actual clouded up cosplayers. Big time voice actors be coming through. And just different types of celebrities. People who are in the industry, like animators, writers, you know. I remember fuck, what was his name? Mike Reese, I believe his name was. Like he worked on The Simpsons and everything. Like he was there my first year going. I remember I sat in his panel, bro. I was laughing the whole time. Man, but anywho, yeah, the first one was just so cool because that was my first time seeing. Well, I got to meet Mike Reese, but I also got to meet, the voice actors of Pam and Krieger from Archer. I was like, holy shit. And, like the writers as well, like some of the writers. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. And, so I used to go for that, right? Like I used to love going to the panels and seeing voice actors and stuff. I mean, now I like now I still do, but I don't know. Most of the time, it's like I used to just go now just to meet up with friends I went to school with or people I just hadn't seen in a minute, and just to vibe out. But this time it's gonna be a little different because now I'm actually gonna like be in cosplay, so I'm kind of like following the rules there. I'm not just some nerd. I'm gonna be a nerd dressed as Terry Bogard. But I will say a slight change to the costume. I don't think I got any ripped jeans. Uh, Actually, I think I do. But also, listen, my feet are too big for Chuck Taylors to look good anymore. So instead of Chucks, I'm gonna be wearing Jordans. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be walking very careful, like because it's gonna be crowded. And, somebody might step on. I might be, are you okay? But hopefully I run into other SNK cosplayers. That'll be fun. But yeah, my first MomoCon was really cool. Just seeing, first of all, just it was my first time just being in like a huge gathering where you're surrounded by other people who have similar interests in you. And I remember it was also my first time seeing like, I mean, how can I word this? Like, I'll just say it because I'm black. Nigga nerds. Like, like they were nerdy black dudes, but I don't know, like they had the swagger, they weren't like this. They didn't talk like this or had like majority white friends or anything like that. They were still, black guys. But holy shit, were they good at some fucking Street Fighter and Tekken, I tell you what. And I was like first getting into the FGC back then as well. So to see like a black dude, like, win the Momocon Street Fighter tournament. I think what year was that? That had to have been either 2012, 2013, one of them. I'm leaning on 2013. I think that's was when I first went to MomoCon. But yeah, but it was cool because, not only was I seeing like this black guy, I mean now he was kind of black, but he was definitely a little bit on the weird side. And there was like another guy who was also like, yeah, like you could tell he was like your typical nerd, but but it was just cool just because hey, he was being authentic and yeah, like I don't know, it's something about certain things like well, it can be any hobby, but right now I'm gonna talk about fighting games. It's like no matter what background you're from, like if you can relate to somebody on them sticks, then hey, brothers for life, sister, whatever, sibs. Damn it, for all the non-binaries out there. But but not only was I amazed to see this guy win, but he was using a regular, PlayStation 3 controller. It was Street Fighter 4 at the time. So yeah, he was just using a normal controller while everybody else was using like the actual fight stick. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So it is possible for people like me, like, because I didn't my fighting game experience, I didn't grow up like in the arcade necessarily. Like, living down south, it's more so you go to your buddy's house, whoop his ass, and you take player one. And then you go to another friend's house, whoop their ass, you take player one. You know what I mean? Or, they remain player one. Sometimes you go to somebody's house, you're like, God damn, they weren't lying about your ass. But nah, it's all, you know, fighting games, the great unifier, But but just seeing like I said, this huge group of people who are just as nerdy as you can kind of like relax your shoulders a bit. You can just nerd out on whatever obscure topic because somebody's gonna know about it. Because I remember I went to this one panel that year. Was it the first year I went or was it the second? Anyway, but it was like a fan panel, but it was about Ghost in the Shell. And bruv, like the shit, all I could do was just sit there and not say anything and listen because the shit them brothers and sisters was talking about was on a whole nother level. I mean, it was just as complex as watching an episode of the show because they barely talked about what happened in the show. They were exploring like the philosophical aspects. So I remember so I remember I stayed after and one of the hosts, I asked him, I was like, hey, this is more so about the actual show, not about which was very good stuff y'all was talking about, by the way. But, I asked him something about the show and he kind of like, but that made him ponder, that turned into a good conversation, so that was, I guess that was what really hooked me to MumbleCon, is like being able to talk to, well, listen rather to fellow Ghost in the Shell fans and just, really pick their brains, like see what's in their mind. Because like I said, they were on some like Ray Kurzweil shit. They were, man, the shit they were on was just so advanced. But yeah, man, I'm very excited for this year. Gonna be different kinds of interactions since obviously I'll be cosplaying now, and I get to run into other cosplayers, run into different fighting game cosplayers. Going to MomoCon starting off, like that was like one of the things I really loved about cons. Like if I had like some extra dough, like I would try to get autographs. Like if there's like voice actors that I know about, because I remember meeting Mary McGlynn, the voice actress of Monoko in the Standalone Complex, and I remember like I already got an autograph. I remember I got in line and I was just like, look, I just want to ask her some questions. I don't want no picture. I don't want nothing. I was like, yo, Miss Mary McGlynn, can you say the line from, this episode? And she was like, as long as you don't record it. And she did it. And I was just like, thank you. Cause like it was so cool, like seeing the face behind one of my favorite characters ever created. Monoko Kusanagi is hands down my favorite anime character. She's just so cool. Like, I mean, yeah, she can't destroy a planet or shoot a Kamehameha wave or do domain expansions and none of that bullshit. But god damn it, she is just this tactical hard ass. She don't fuck around with her villains. She'll just pop their ass and move on. Like, she's like, look, man, whatever Japan tells me to do, I'm with it. I got my squad, you know. Um, but nah, I remember my first feeling of like con depression, just after, cause it was like the Sunday after the first MomoCon. I remember feeling like, I was telling my boy, I was like, damn, like I'm low key kind of sad about this shit. Like it's all over. Like, it was like 4 days of heaven. We just drove back and forth. Like, I always told myself one of these days I'm gonna save up enough to where I can at least get like an Airbnb or some shit and do like the whole 4 days. But now I'm in my 30s and I'm just like, yeah, I can't necessarily do the whole 4 days anymore. Like, I can do a Saturday and just, ball out and then, yeah, and just enjoy the rest. But unfortunately, my funds are a little low, so I won't be able to afford merch or necessarily even ball out like that. I mean, luckily, I still got some little party favors of my own. But anywho, yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be conning on a budget, but that's okay because now, like I said, I just use MomoCon as a way to just catch up with old friends, that I hadn't seen in a while, especially from Clayton State. That's really what I use it as, like, just the Clayton State, scoop up, hey, how you been? How's the family? But also, Folkland Los, another third of the SOS, he's gonna be in MomoCon with his family, so I get to see my nephew in his cosplay because yeah, they gonna be they're gonna be conning with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be cosplaying as a fighting game character. My nephew gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's character. I forget which one because I'm not a fan of that series or game or whatever. But anyway, I'm just excited to see my nephew, man, and he can nerd out and definitely gonna look through the little program to see what he'll be interested in. I was trying to look for like some cosplay photo shoots for Five Nights at Freddy's, but I don't think they have like an actual Five Nights at Freddy, but I'm sure they got a bunch of general photo shoots he can attend. Um, but yeah, man, I'm really excited. My homeboy's gonna be there too. He's gonna be dressed up as Faust from Guilty Gear. So I'm gonna be repping SNK. He's gonna be repping Arc System Works. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like I guess I was just unhinged back then. But then again, it was cheaper too. Like I said, back when I first started, 4 days was $80. Now that's a Saturday. And one of my favorite things, like I said, was to get autographs from different voice actors, go to different panels. Especially if the topic is interesting. Like even though I mostly just hang out now, I'll still try to catch a panel. I remember a couple years back, like there was this guy, he did a panel on his martial arts. I forget what it was called. It was some form of kung fu, or maybe it's not kung fu. I don't know. It was like I forget. It was very niche. However, when you see his movements, it is like familiar. But he was just talking about like the myths of like martial arts and stuff like that. And that was cool. That was cool. Like, you get a lot of those guys as well. I remember one memorable guest. His name was Sifu Kisu. He was like the choreographer for. He was like the fight choreographer for the Last Airbender. The cartoon. And yeah, he was like a dope speaker. And by the way, folks, anime is cartoons. Go fuck yourselves. Go argue with your parents. I don't care. Oh my gosh, and B is saving me from drowning. But nah, I wasn't drowning. I was just talking about cons. Yo, B, what's going on?
What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm
You great?
bear with me, y'all. I've not been feeling well for the past couple
Uh,
days. These allergies and stuff, you know how it is, y'all.
yeah,
So
yeah, gotta get that high strength allergy medicine. There's some there's these allergy pills on Amazon. My coworker got those. So sometimes I borrow some of that, and they be working. I mean, you'll be drowsy, but they work. Like,
yeah. But yeah, no, sorry, but continue, go ahead with what you were saying.
oh no, no, I was just going over the con season is upon us. MomoCon is this weekend. And I was just
Okay.
reflecting on all the cons I've been to, but I mostly go to MomoCon every year. And now,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, you went to Comic Con in San Diego.
No, 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 no.
No,
I ain't got the bread for nothing like that. I
I,
went to Chicago.
Chicago. Damn.
Yeah, it was
Okay, my
called
bad.
Ace.
Ace. Damn, I got it all fucked up. I don't know. Did you go to a Comic Con? I thought you mentioned a Comic Con.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's what it was. Ace was a Comic Con, straight up, like
Okay.
because
Okay.
they had this was like 2017. No, no, this was 2018. My bad. At the time, they had Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
They had Tom Hiddleston. He played Loki.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. So that was
they had
the big one.
Matt Smith. He played Doctor Who, and he played Daemon Targaryen in House of the Dragon. He was there. They had uh Zazie Beats. Yeah, Zazie
Okay.
Beats. Yeah,
Domino.
yeah. She was there. I felt bad because at the time, like there was like I think that was right before Deadpool 2 came out. So like there was like
Hmm.
nobody in her line for real. And I remember at the time I was like, yo, that's crazy as hell. Like, because I'm like, but because she had been cast as Domino by that point, and you know, like in Atlanta, all types of stuff. And there was like nobody in her line. I thought that was
Really?
wild. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Uh
I thought people would just be in her line just off the strength of how she looked. But No, but if it's a big con, then like they would have had to recognize her from Atlanta at least if they didn't not if not Deadpool because like was it already announced?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure by that point people knew that she was cast as Domino.
Okay,
And
that's
then they
crazy.
had Lee Pace was there. That's the dude. He been in a bunch of stuff. The most recent thing he did was he was the voice of Thrag in Invincible.
Oh, okay.
But he been in a whole bunch of stuff though. But yeah, man, nah, it was dope. But that was my first Comic Con, and then the actual like for like only anime con that I've done is Techo. That's the one up here in Pittsburgh. I've been to
Okay,
that like 3 times now.
okay. How you like Techo? And
It
when
ain't
is
bad.
Techo
It
usually?
ain't bad. You know, it's a lot though. Like especially if you ain't like familiar with it's definitely a lot coming at you. Also buying that merchandise, boy. Good lord. You know, luckily
Oh
I went on
yeah.
the last day this past
Oh
year. I
yeah.
went on the last day, so they had a lot of people like was doing like deals and stuff like that.
That's
But
the best time to go. The last day of the con. Yeah.
yeah, but man, it was nuts. I think like the in terms of anime, the big one I want to hit is this one. It's called Colossal. It's at Kalahari in Ohio. Yeah, I want to hit that at least once because I heard it be getting it's like kind of smacking out there.
Okay. And it's in
Uh,
Ohio.
yeah. It's at that Kala. It's at Kalahari. It's a water park, like an indoor water park type thing. But I heard it's dope though.
Okay.
But the tickets be
SOS gonna
like,
have to invade.
hey, for real. But I heard the tickets be real crazy. Like somebody was saying like you gotta
I
like
bet.
make your Kalahari reservation like almost a year in advance almost.
God
Like cause
damn.
them shits be filled up.
I mean, I
But
know
it,
like I was gonna say for Dragon Con down here, that's the biggest one down
mhm,
here. Like I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Like trying to book a close hotel or something like that. You got
right.
yeah, definitely like a year in advance.
Nah, I wanna hit in terms of Comic Con though, obviously the Holy Grail is San Diego. Like I don't wanna hit, but like that's like some shit you gotta save up for like years. You know what I mean?
Like,
Like
do they sell tickets that's just for a day, or do you have to go like all
see,
the day?
that's the thing. I was curious. I tried to look up San Diego Comic Con tickets and I couldn't even find them. Like that's how
Mm.
exclusive that shit seemed like I don't even know if regular people can even get into that shit no more. Like, you know what I
Uh,
mean? Like,
so it's kind of like, well, I don't know if it's still around, but so I guess it's kind of like E3. Like you kind of had to be like press or something like that. Like it was hard for like a normal
yeah,
nigga to
I
get
don't
in.
know. It's weird. I don't really know like all the ins and outs of it. Like, same with New York. I want to hit New York too because I heard the New York one is dope too.
Yeah,
You know, actually, I mean, there's a couple cons actually. I would love to. I mean, I would love to go to Star Wars Celebration, like, but
where they usually have that.
Star Wars Celebration. It's a different place every year. So,
Okay.
like, I think last year it was in like London.
Oh, so it can be anywhere in the world, not
Yeah.
just in the U.S. Okay.
Same with that D23 Expo. Actually I don't know if regular people can get into the D23 Expo. That might just be
Now
press.
so what's at the D23?
That's like the big Disney thing. That's when they make like all their big ass announcements and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh my god, can you imagine like your most cringy like Disney adult friend going there?
Hey man.
I mean, they would probably die of happiness, but you know,
Swear.
man. Yeah, I ain't been to a lot of cons. I don't think I've been to a con like outside Georgia. Now, I touched briefly on this. Well, I don't even know if it counts as a convention, but you remember last year we were walking through the mall up there, and like it's like a bunch of niggas like trading like
Oh
sports
the trading
memorabilia and
card
like yeah.
stick. And especially for
So that
some
was
reason
that
there's been a big trading card boom over the past like year or so on like the internet, and I think like it's even bigger now. Like I heard Pokemon cards is real big now.
oh they're coming back too.
Yeah. Hey man, let niggas know when the Yu-Gi-Oh starts booming with the money,
I
boy.
know,
All
right?
right.
I got a 10 somewhere called random ass cards. I remember I had
Hey, Hey,
I just
I
heard at
got
work go through them. He said
shoot.
there was only a few that was valuable, but shit, hey, I'm gonna keep them.
I was about to say I got Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I got Bakugan. I got some Bakugan saved, boy. Let me find out them start
Right.
being worth some money.
Shoot. Hey, you might as well go. Might as well hop on the eBay right now just to see like how
Yeah,
much you can get
man.
away with selling it for.
Yeah, I don't know what I mean. I think the trading card business has always been pretty like I don't know if lucrative is the right word, but it's been pretty popular. But I feel like I've been noticing over the past year or so just like a big explosion of people like doing unboxing videos and all types of stuff, especially when it comes to both sports cards and Pokemon cards. Like I've been hearing a big uptick in
Now,
Pokemon card boom.
I mean, but I don't. You know what though? But speaking of sports cards, I don't think they ever went out of style. I mean,
That's true.
if you was to fuck around and find a Babe Ruth, you're a millionaire. Like you know what I mean, or a Ty Cobb or some shit.
Yeah. I remember
Um,
hearing this story. I forgot who told me this, but it was like, yeah, over their like grandma's house or something, they had a whole like from when they was a little kid, they had a whole thing of like old baseball cards and football cards, and they was mad old because they was conducting them ever since they was little. And they said I guess the grandma died, and the parents went to go clean out the grandma's house and threw that chest away. And, and I'm like, yo,
do they even look in it?
I'd have fought
No,
everybody.
like
Yeah.
it had to have been like they just didn't look in it and they just chucked it. Like, ain't no way they opened it up, found some baseball cards, and said, "I'm gonna just throw these away, trash." I mean, I don't know, like stuff like that. Like I would keep it sentimental just because. Okay,
Yeah.
my grandparent, collected them, so let me. Damn,
Yeah,
wow.
bro. I'd have been
Did
sick to my
did Nick?
stomach.
Well, this is gonna be a stupid question, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Did any Negro League player get a card?
See, I'm not. I don't think. Well, no. I think there are Negro League player cards. Um, I don't know. I don't know what the value on those would be.
Hmm. I mean, I'm pretty sure that be pretty up there, especially like if you get one of the good players. Like,
Right.
but
Uh, yeah. See, sports cards. Even when I was a kid, that was something I just couldn't get into. Like, I was never like
I mean, I think
interested
it was
in
all
doing it.
yeah. I think all you could do is collect them, really,
Yeah, I
because
was about to
obviously
say
there's no
because it's
game
not like
behind
you could
them.
fight them or nothing. Like, you know what I mean?
Like,
Like, there
like
was no game
like I
attached.
play, I put Mark McGuire in attack mode, and I also
Yeah.
buff him with steroid. Nah,
I sacrificed Bet Favre to my graveyard.
right. No. I hit your Brett Favre with tax fraud. Like, wow, motherfucker. Yo, we should make that a game for real. That'd be funny as hell.
Yeah.
But nah, dude. Cons are always fun. Like I said prior, like I used to go to MomoCon like all 3 to 4 days. Now I just go one because I just don't got the energy for it no more. Just
Yeah.
all that walking and shit. You just like
I know that be the real killer, boy. After about like an hour or two, boy, they'd be like, all right.
and
Like,
then it's like, the food vendors be like, well, what the fuck you gonna do, nigga? You can either walk your ass somewhere far to get a good deal, or you can
bruh,
pay
that's the worst
$16
because
for
TechoCon is
this
at the
dry
Pittsburgh
ass like
Convention Center.
Philly
They
cheesesteak.
got one little food thing at the Pittsburgh Convention Center because like there's like food spots outside the convention center. So like they got one little in-house thing and it's the nastiest, driest convention center food ever.
Man,
But
I
like
be looking at them.
you
Go
don't
ahead.
want to go through the hassle of leaving the convention center, walking down the
Right,
street downtown.
right.
Go,
They knew what they're doing.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
They knew exactly what they were doing.
yeah,
I mean, like, luckily for which is no better necessarily, but I'm sorry, like, they're clearly out of towners. Like, I'm sorry, nigga, if you're getting the con vendors food, I mean, clearly you got money or you're dumb. But nah, like your best bet if you go to MomoCon is to like walk across the street to the CNN Center, but they got mall prices, so it's like, so
I
like the
fucked
best
up
you can do
Last year,
is
I
like,
went to TechoCon and I hadn't eaten all day, and I was supposed to be meeting somebody else. Because I went with my friend to Techo, but I was supposed to be meeting somebody else at this like bar, like down on the North Shore. And I definitely needed food in my stomach before I went down there. Because by the time I would have got down there, the bar food would have been closed. So I had to just bite the bullet and eat the nasty chicken tenders that they were
so were you there
serving.
late?
Yeah, kind of. I got there around like I want to say like 5 or 6. Stayed till about like maybe like 8, I think. But I had to just bite the bullet and eat the nasty chicken tenders that they were selling at the convention center. Boy, I thought I
Oh,
got
you were
food.
hot, bro.
I thought I got food poisoning, boy. Them chicken tenders was some bullshit. They was not cooked right.
And you know they were like probably like from the freezer pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they weren't cooked right, and I almost got food poisoning on my way to the bar. Then, to make matters worse, I got into it with the Uber driver who was driving me from the convention center to the bar.
God
I
damn.
was like, "This night has been from hell."
Let me see. I think one of the fucked up food moments for me was, so Dragon Con, you're not across from the CNN Center or nothing like that. I mean, now you can walk somewhere if you want to, but like, who feels like doing that? So I was like, I had to bite the bullet, get something from one of them food trucks, bro. I looked at that damn sandwich. It was hot, but I'm like, the fuck is this, bro? Like, you looked me dead in my face, put this bullshit on my plate, and said that'll be 25. All right, bro. Y'all will rue the fucking day.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah,
only down thing about cons, unless you. I mean, if you're like a con professional, like Lavendar, you probably got snacks and shit,
right?
In your bag and whatever. But
right. Nah, but for the most part, though, yeah, I just eat before I get there, like if I can, But yeah, nah, them cons are dope though. I mean, I've wanted to go to this one over here. It's not at the Pittsburgh Convention Center. It's at the Monroeville one. It's still a smaller thing, but they've been getting some pretty decent sized names there for the past, like, I want to say like 6-7 years. They've gotten some pretty dope names attached. So it's been growing and growing exponentially. It's called Steel City Con. And, it looks dope. Like, I want to hit it. It's just, I never like have the money for it, because like, especially when you try to be buying autographs and shit too, like, because one year the Warriors came, like all the cast members from the Warriors came one year.
Was Coachy still alive that year?
I think he was. He was. So yeah. They had like all the cast from the Warriors one year. I think last year, they had the dude who played the Punisher, John Bernthal, and they had a bunch of other people. Like I said, they've been getting some crazy acts. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like cheap anymore,
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to hit it. I just never had the money for it. I know though people have been ticked off at them lately because I think because they do a summer one and they do a winter one. And I think at the winter one, people got mad because they had Roseanne Barr there. And then, people had got mad last year too, because I think last year Kevin Spacey was there. And everyone was like, yo, like, y'all just hiring crazier and crazier people. I mean, and I guess like the people who throw the con pretty much like, well, don't come, like pretty much tell people to shut the fuck up. Like, that's
but my thing is, like, what would have been the draw for Roseanne Barr anyway?
Exactly, because Kevin Spacey, like, I don't want to get canceled, but Kevin Spacey's a phenomenal actor. Like, I don't want to get photographed getting an article. I don't want to be photographed with him, but I might sneak a piece of paper to him and say, "Hey, yo, sign this real quick because you was dope and everything I ever watched you."
See, but like, what if you get caught up? Just like he just puts his arm around your shoulders, be like, Brandon, if I actually did it, I mean, here's how I would have done it. I mean, not that I did. But, stop talking.
I'm like, are you playing a role, Mr. Spacey? Are you acting? No, but like, yeah, I can understand. Like, you can maybe be like, hey, well, because like I think they had Charlie Sheen one year too, and I'm like, yeah, like 2.5 Men, like all that type of stuff. Not Wolf of Wall Street.
People mad at him anymore though, so it's like,
well, that, and it's like he's famous for other stuff besides being, crazy Charlie Sheen. Whereas Roseanne Barr, outside of her show, I don't even think she was that good a stand-up act. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've watched some of her old stand-up. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like great either. And in 2026, I can't imagine you're getting that big a draw for people who want to see Roseanne other than just, hey, she's the chick who says the racist stuff I like. You know what I mean? Like, because like, who's really checking for Roseanne? Hey, I don't think she's. I'm trying to remember when the last stand-up special she even had is, and most of her recent headlines have been controversy.
Right. I mean, because like, who are you trying to appeal to? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what would be the real draw besides like MAGA weirdos?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
So now there's this one con I've been seeing going viral on Facebook. Which one is it? It's one of those predominantly black conventions that's going on in I think in Louisiana. But I mean, hey, their con, their rules.
Is it Blurred Con?
Possibly. You probably seen this post too, B. Like I said, their con, their rules, but they're like, due to the political climate, aka ICE and all that, we're banning any cosplay that has any sort of like military shit on it. So basically, you can't be Solid Snake and police paraphernalia. So you can't be Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 2 if you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, okay, I understand your logic, but I'm sorry. I don't, if you're a nerdy POC, I don't give a fuck how triggered you are by ICE or whatever. You can tell the difference between an ICE uniform and Raccoon City Police Department. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that kind of seems like some bullshit.
I don't know. That seems performative to me, but like I said, your con, your rules. But that's like. I mean, would Master Chief count? I mean, because he looks more like a cyborg than a soldier. Right.
I mean, well, I'm saying like there's like some, I don't know. Well, like, okay, God forbid you dress up as Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Depending on which movie, Captain America got some police military type shit on.
Right.
You know.
I mean, well, you better dress up as the black version. Gosh darn it. But I thought that was wild. I was like, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Like, speaking of cons, black cons, man, the one I've always wanted to hit for the past couple years, bro. DreamCon. I remember
that's the one by RDC.
Yeah, I remember watching RDC come up. I remember when they first announced DreamCon, and they was at a tiny little, dang near looked like a social hall, and only like 40 something people showed up. And to see to what it's turned into now, like I heard it gets cracking over there. Like I heard is just a party the whole weekend.
Okay. And where they usually hold that at?
I think that's in Texas.
Okay. Is that like during the summer months or?
Let me look. DreamCon. Yeah, July 10th to the 12th.
Oh, sure. Okay. You know, one of these years I'm gonna really have to like budget up and like try. Well.
Oh snap! Hold up. Aquarius is going to DreamCon.
And who's that?
We interviewed him. Aquarius taught me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. He's like he's up there now, so he be getting them invites like left and right.
Yeah, they got him on the front page. Him, Issa Rae, mad people.
Yo, man. See, hey, shout out to Aquarius Top Me, man, former guest of the SOS.
Hey,
Peace
shout
and
out.
blessings to you, brother. See, look, man, we interview hard hitters in this motherfucker.
Hey, man, don't ever let them tell you we ain't break nobody out here. You know,
right. But nah, man. But shout out to him though. Like he does amazing work with his cosplay
for sure.
And he also does does his part to spread awareness about like blurs, just nerdy POC in general.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the black cosplayers, man. Every year y'all got to go through I'm gonna be a black cosplayer this year, but every year y'all got to go through the rigmarole of
right.
So and so ain't black, and then you got to say, well, they ain't white either, bitch.
Right.
So, but what's crazy, B? I guess any community could have drama in it, but I would never thought that like, I get bits and pieces because I follow people who be cosplaying, but yeah, that'd be drama in that cosplay community, bro. And it's not just like racism shit, they'd be like, oh man, whatever you do, don't trust this cosplayer. I heard he was that. So I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
You like, you using clout from your cosplay to rape bitches like that's
that shit is crazy.
But also it's just which I guess, but it's like I guess it's got to be one of those hobbies that you really got to be into to understand. But I don't know. I don't think I could ever catch a big head from dressing up as fictional characters. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like I can understand like you could catch a celebrity, vibe with it, but it's like I don't know, man. This is I can't like. And luckily, like the famous, cosplayers I met, they were, they were chill down to earth anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. This is like, nigga, you dress as superheroes for a living. Calm down. Don't be turning your nose up at me.
Exactly.
So,
no, that's like I remember hearing like the Michael Jackson cosplay niggas was beefing with each other on the internet and shit. And I was like, nigga, huh? And
Y'all
then
the same person.
I see some of them had beef with the Michael Jackson movie and was critiquing the movie. Nigga, that movie was made by people who knew him.
Right.
You not Michael Jackson, nigga.
I wonder, like, when it comes to like biopics, like, I wonder if there's like that autistic super fan that's like, no, that's not right.
No, bro, you should have seen how many TikToks and niggas was like, hey, they got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all the real story right here. It's like, nigga, I'm sorry, I didn't know your last name was Jackson, bro.
Right.
Like,
I'm sorry, like who you from? The chimp? Like, like
yeah, who you? Julio Jackson, nigga? Like, what the fuck?
No, man. I talked to Michael's pet chimp, man. He sign language all this leaked information to me.
Right.
Like
I see people was on Twitter the other day talking about like all the inconsistencies with the Straight Outta Compton movie. I'm like, could there be? Yeah, but also some of y'all talking like y'all was there. Like, y'all was the seventh member? Like, what the fuck?
And also, with biopics, they're gonna put their creative spins on it, like history buffs always come out the woodwork every time, which I get it to an extent. That's a little different, but still, it's just like, God damn, this is a movie. We unfortunately we got to be entertained too. So.
Right. For sure. Nah, it's just there's some shit that I just be like I said, after that Michael movie came out and them niggas was doing the fucking this the real I'm gonna tell y'all the real shit. It's like, how, nigga? Who the fuck is you?
He read all they read all the books. They watched all the documentaries.
Yeah, like that's some crazy shit.
They dug through his garbage one day back in 1998.
Yeah,
found some shit.
That's like it in line with the Michael Jackson shit. There was motherfuckers going after like Diana Ross because there's this like theory that she was like molesting Michael when he was a child, and they like Diana Ross needs to tell the truth, and she just needs to come out and admit what she did. I'm like, two things. First off, y'all have no actual proof of this other than some delusional shit that y'all whipped up in y'all's heads. And also, for some reason, y'all think Dirty Diana meant he was talking about Diana Ross. I'm like, yeah, because apparently she's the only bitch named Diana in the world. But whatever.
Right.
Also, let's just say, God forbid, y'all aren't schizophrenic and are actually right. Why would you expect her to ruin a, I don't know, almost 50 plus year career
Right, yeah.
and come out and be like, hey, y'all, actually, I slept with Michael when he was a teenager? Like, what? Like, why would she?
And
That,
also, like, them crazy ass fans will have her head on the pike. Like y'all think the Beyonce fandom is bad. Have y'all seen the MJ fandom? Good lord. Like
bruh.
they will literally tear you apart.
But
Like
these people are really like, it's all circumstantial evidence. Like, you know what I mean? And none of it really connects when you actually shine light on it. And it's straight delusional. And also, granted, this was only one person I saw say this, but unfortunately, I wouldn't be surprised if multiple people think this person said, yeah, uh, and we all know Evan Ross was secretly Michael Jackson's baby with her. I'm like, T.I.'s brother in ATL, because that's her son.
how
And they
old
would
is that?
that Evan Ross is Diana Ross's son, but I
I
guess
know, I know. I'm just saying. I'm like, how old? I mean, because
regardless, I'm just like, if what proof do
no
y'all have of this? Like,
one have time. Like, hold on. Hold on, man. How old are you? Okay, he's 36. Okay, born in 88. I mean, I guess if they were still messing with each other in the 80s, possibly, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying, bro. These niggas is just like, it's but the wildest shit is the fact that like people convince themselves of it. Like, that's the thing that, like,
because conspiracy is fun. Like unfortunately, reality is too boring for some people. Like,
for real. That I mean, that's literally what it is. Like, like, yeah, as stupid as conspiracy theories are sometimes, it's just like, they are fun. Like, they're fun to engage in. Like, I hate it, but it's true. Like, but yeah, bro, it's crazy. What was it? Let's see. What else? What else? What else is on the docket? Now, I didn't finish the album, but I am like a couple songs in to Iceman by Drake. Did you
you
listen to
know,
the album?
that's the thing because he dropped three at once.
I
I
know
let
it's too many. It's too
I
much.
let YouTube like autoplay some tracks. So I mean, what I heard, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's like, I mean,
Right.
nothing. I mean, so far my favorite is Janice "Shut the Fuck Up," but
Oh yeah, that one was dope.
I mean, I don't know. It's like you listen to it, it's like I said, they're not bad, but it's not like
Right.
it's just
Yeah, I
cool
mean,
getting out
but
of the
like,
content, I
for
guess.
me, that's always been how I listen. Like, for real, the last time a Drake album really surprised me in a way that I liked the majority of the songs, it was Views.
Mm.
You know, like,
That was the
I
one with
but
Child's Play on it.
huh?
Was that the one with Child's Play on it?
Yeah, Child's
Okay.
Play, Controller, stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I'm tripping. Not Views, because Views what was dope, but I think I should say what was the playlist? The More Life playlist with the British niggas
Oh
on it.
man. That
I
that album with all them songs on it.
Yeah, I'm one of the 10 people in this world who actually like that album. Uh,
I mean, I
People
ain't
was hating when it came out. I loved it. I thought it was very experimental, and it was actually dope seeing a U.S. artist collab with UK niggas. Like, because most of the time we just pretend they don't exist. Like,
right.
so I thought I was one of the people who actually liked that album. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, for the most part, I thought it was cool. Like, unfortunately, I think I even said on the show before, like, he was kind of damned if he did, damned if he didn't. Like, in terms of people, I saw people was bitching about, like, oh, he addressed some of his like issues with the beef and all the other shit on the album, and it was like he needs to just shut up and not address it. I'm just like, okay, but if he didn't say anything, y'all niggas would have complained even more. Like I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like especially since this is his first album since that happened. His first studio album, I should say, because I think he dropped some like other stuff. But yeah, I feel like he was always damned if you did, damned if you don't. When it came to that specific thing, it was kind of just going to be like, yeah, they was always going to be mad if you didn't address it, be mad if you didn't address it, whatever. In terms of, I mean, I've liked the production. I thought the production was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Granted, though, you could tell it was like you could tell there were some people that he used to work with that probably ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was noticeable.
Well, I was honestly surprised to hear Future on it. So I was, like,
I was surprised too because I'm like, Future, did you kick all this shit off? Like, was you
right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they ran the fade and got in the studio after. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe just poured that nigga some lean and called it a day. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
or, you know, they were just like, listen, you know what? Let's just get this cash. You know,
that too. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I mean, I said I still need to finish Iceman and the other two albums though. So I'm not. I just thought at the point where I was at when I was seeing some of the tweets about like how awful the album was, I was like, I mean, it wasn't that bad, y'all. God damn. Like I was like,
I guess like, you know, I don't know. I guess because like I said, like, you know, me and my boy Royal, we kind of say it best. It's like, I guess we were just looking for a Take Care, you know, on this new shit. But you know, it's like, I mean, like I said, it's like nothing really stood out. Like, damn, that shit, he really killed it on that one.
I think like, one of the issues is too. Now, granted, I haven't heard the other two albums, but I think one of the issues is too is like he's done. I know this is like used as a thing against him a lot, but he's done so many genres at this point. It's kind of like, what else is new that this nigga could do? He like. Cause for real, he's done R&B, he's done Houston beats, he's done Atlanta beats, like he did Afro beat shit, like you know what I mean? Like I'm just like I'm trying to
British think drill, like
I mean I won't say that he actually did British drill. I mean he hooked up with UK artists, but I don't think he did no drill shit.
I mean, he wasn't spitting gangster shit. It was this track he did with Hetty. Like it was like a drill beat. Like that's what I mean. It was like,
oh, okay. Yeah. I'm blanking on it. So if he did, then yeah. So now I'm just like, I think that's one of the consequences, I guess, of him doing multiple flows and shit. Is just like, how can you do new shit? Because this is like, you know, like I don't know. It's odd. I'm Let's he do some fucking K-pop shit. Like I like
I can see it. I mean,
like I don't know. It's
like Drake featuring BTS.
Yeah,
like, you know.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's odd. Like I don't. I'm blanking on like how would you even? How do you, especially like coming from not a true hiatus because he's been dropping little stuff here and there, but like. From a studio standpoint, like a major release standpoint, this is like a big comeback. So like, yeah, do you dip back into your old shit?
But I mean, but also too is like, I feel like he handled it as like, oh, let me just get out of this fuck ass contract. I'm gonna just post these 3 albums. And
you know what? That's actually a good point because yeah, you could also look at it from that of like he didn't give a fuck, like he just threw it out and was like, "There, I'm done, nigga." Like you know,
they'll sell whatever. Like,
because to really think about it, he didn't even release. Usually, with most artists, especially him, he usually drops like a hot single and then the album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he didn't even do that this time. Like he didn't even.
I don't think there was like a major single release for.
No major single release. Like he did little public stunt teasers of the album, but he didn't really do a full court press in terms of selling this album either. Like there wasn't really any like I don't know, he didn't take out no ads really. He didn't really do a lot of marketing of this album either. Low key just felt like he threw it out and was like, all right, it's out there now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, I mean, and this is and it's funny too because Drake is like a big artist. But I remember like years ago, I realized like, damn, you really got to be following a rapper nowadays to know that they dropping something. Because I remember like I did not hear a peep about Scorpion coming out until it came. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Jesus,
Oh,
okay.
see, I was waiting on Scorpion specifically because that was like after the Pusha T shit. So me especially, I was waiting on Scorpion, and that's why like that was one of the reasons why I was like, "Hey, fuck this nigga," because when he finally addressed the like, you know, the whole Pusha T of it all with the damn, what is that song? Oh, Story of Adidon. Yeah, when he finally addressed the Story of Adidon shit, like on that album, I was like, oh, this is weak as fuck. Especially because you had to wait mad long in the track list to get to that motherfucker too. I forgot what song it was that he responded on there, but it was a whack response. And I remember at the time I was definitely on some hater shit when it came to him because I was like, nigga, this whack ass response, waited all this time just for this bullshit. And there was 2 tracks on Scorpion too. I don't know if you remember. It was 2 sides of Scorpion. It was like side A was like the R&B part, and side B was like the rap part. And I remember that whack ass response. Like, that's why I kind of was giving him a little bit of props with the responses to Kendrick, with the Kendrick beef. Cause I'm like, I remember when he sold out on a response before. And this was not that. Like, he really tried on this shit. Whereas with that Pusha T shit, he bowed out so fast. I think because he knew Pusha T was really about it.
But like, and I don't know if that's like a commentary on the state of hip hop, at least in the mainstream world, or just as how too big to fail Drake is. But I'm sorry, but if you can beat the ghostwriter allegations, I mean, what can't you beat in hip hop? Like, because that's like that seemed to be like the biggest sin in rap, right? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I'd argue he didn't beat. Like, obviously, he didn't beat Kendrick, but at least he put up a fighting chance. With the Pusha T shit, he just got smacked and didn't do nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but luckily for Drake is like, them Gen Zers or whatever, they don't listen to lyrical niggas. So
that's true. Like, no, you're right. Because I remember, like, even my younger brothers and shit was like, "Who's this whack ass Pusha T nigga?" At the time, like, I remember, like, and I'm not gonna act like I'm that much older, like, but even still, even me at the time, I was like, "What you mean, who Pusha T? Like, what are you talking about? It's Pusha T." Like, but yeah, I think at the time there was a lot of motherfuckers who was just like, "He's old as fuck, fuck him." You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "Damn, like that sucks." Like, but yeah, I was just talking about from a pure hip hop standpoint. Yeah, that's why I remember at the time I was hot about Scorpion. I was mad. I was ready. I didn't really have a leg in that fight, but I was ready to hear some sparring. And
but I mean, but we also knew, like, shout out to Jersey, but he don't necessarily. Well, which I was surprised with the Kendrick thing, but he doesn't necessarily do feuds that he know he can't win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he knew he would beat Meek. Like,
right.
He ignored Common long enough just because Common was kind of old and stuff anyway. Like,
and plus, like, as much as I love Common, I can't really see Common doing rap beef. Like, nigga, go back to rapping up. Yeah, I was like, nigga, go back to rapping about social issues. Like, I don't want to hear this
but
shit.
But if you listen to I think it's called "The Bitch in You," like his diss to Ice Cube. Nah, he was tearing into him. Like,
damn, I never heard that. That's crazy. I gotta go look that up.
Yeah, I mean, because Common, like, back in the day, he was like he wasn't always, there are times where you
Oh, I need
need someone. Like
someone.
he wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
I remember. I think Royal showed me like one of his early albums. I think it was called "Can I Borrow a Dollar" or something like. And one of the tracks it started off with "What up, bitch?" I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, who is
That's
this?
crazy. I can't imagine hearing
So
Common rap
he
like that.
so he definitely reformed, okay? Like
Yeah.
I mean he still wasn't like a gangster rapper or nothing like that, but he was more rough, like
Yeah. Yeah. He ain't have the cloth beanie in that
right, yeah. Like he was
shit.
still he still had the regular beanie on
The
like that
conscious
black
rapper
beanie.
beanie. There,
He ain't had the conscious rapper beanie yet. He had the hard nigga beanie, like
hey man, back in granted, I was a kid during the 2000s, but still, back in the 2000s, man, the minute that beanie came on, you knew they was about to rap about some social issues, bro.
or or what's that hat, that cap that kind of looks like a military cap, like
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
like that
about. Yeah,
one. Like
yeah.
Tyler Perry wears it, like yeah, like you already know you about to hear about the pyramids
What's
and
the
pineal
yeah
glands and all that shit. Man.
pyramids and yeah, that was that's like your first introduction into Hotep stuff. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
the hip hop.
yeah, you start listening to that, and I feel like there's two roads you can take. Is A, like you're a fan of the music and you understand it, or B, you start you start reading the books people like Talib Kweli start telling you to read, and you be like, oh, okay, now I'm a Hotep, like
Right.
straight up.
Wow. According to this Dr. Sebi guy, if I eat enough asparagus, my
That's how
stage
you
4
know.
cancer will go away. Like,
That's why you got to be real careful on who you play some of that music for, because if they get too deep into it, next you know they about to start giving you some yams to cure cancer. I'm like, no, no, no.
like cured every terminal disease, died of pneumonia. Gee, thanks, doc.
I remember
Well, he's not even a doctor. I
there's this
mean,
dude on a TikTok. His name Christian Divine. He's bad funny. I remember he made a TikTok years ago, and they was so mad at him. He said something about doctors. He was like, POV, you're Dr. Sebi. And he said, oh, you got terminal cancer? Have you ever tried drinking a strawberry milkshake?
basically,
Oh, and them crunchy niggas was so mad at him
not
and them
crunchy.
coming.
First of all, brother, you don't even know, brother. You know that I
Yo,
got personal testimony, my brother.
so you think it's okay to tear down black people in
Oh
front of these
Lord,
white people, huh?
they love
Huh?
to pull that. See,
Yeah,
that's the white man science, my brother.
yeah. Oh, that's okay. You just bow down to your Yakubian overlords and listen to them if you want to. Yeah. But hey, I think that's a good place to stop. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tune in next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to the What They Want podcast on Friday. Tune in to our sister's podcast, Raw Recovery, on what's that, Tuesdays, right? I think it was
yeah. I think it's Tuesdays.
yeah, Tuesdays. Follow us. Tenzin, you got anything to shout out?
Shoot, man. Coming up on the 29th, I'll be at our bar performing again. And
Oh, that's right.
also,
Yeah.
man, shout out to my nerds this weekend. We are gonna be having a ball at MomoCon 2026.
Hey.
Man, can't wait to show off my cosplay. That's all I can say. I mean, it's
Hey.
basic as fuck, but hey, fuck it. I'm cosplaying, goddamn it.
Hey, that's what's up. We might have some clips from the con on the page too. Hopefully, look out for that. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Yo, we out.
Peace.